All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. And we hope you enjoyed that match between Jason Williams and Mark II. It was a hill match. Very close. Congratulations to Jason, who took it 6 games to 5 against Mark. A lot of people asking for Sargon Isaac to come back and do some commentary, but unfortunately he has to play now. Alan. Hey, Alan, how do I spell your last name again? L-A-L-I-C. L-A-L-I-C. I know nothing about Alan LALIC or Lalis, but he's playing Sargon Isaac right now. Enjoy this match, guys. This is Alan LALIC breaking. I'll be right back, folks.
Table 9, Neil Vichinson and Ed Ramos, race to 6. Table 9, one lost side, Neil Vichinson and Ed Ramos. Ed Ramos and Neil Vichinson, table 9.
All right, Sargon strikes first blood or second blood. I had to step away for a second, folks. Sargon Isaac is actually a 4-time USSA snooker champion. He's British born, or is he Iraqi born? Yeah, he has. Yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, well, he's got a British accent, so that's enough for me. He's from Britain. It's like when I show up to Britain at the airport from the U.S. I show them my passport and I say, I know I sound American. They say, it's all right. You're British. That's what's important. Enjoy your stay. Anyway, Sargon is you know, I've got a lot of respect for him. He, like I said, he's a 4-time national snooker champion for the United States. He represented the United States in Egypt for the World's IBSF event. I believe it was Egypt both times. After securing two championships. I don't know about the other 2 that he won, whether or not he went to represent the U.S., but for the snooker worlds. But he wasn't a pool player until about 4 years ago. And if anybody has any experience with snooker and pool and playing different games and mixed games, it's very difficult to make that adjustment sometimes, especially as a snooker player. There are things about pool, American pool, especially 9-ball, that are extremely difficult to pick up, like the break, the size of the balls, the types of shots that come up. But after 4 years, I think Sargon has paid enough dues to start showing well.
Will the camper Joseph Trevino, table 11, pick up your score sheet at the tournament table.
He's starting to pick up the patterns and the you know, the pace of play that 9-ball demands. 9-ball and 10-ball. Matthew, I just wanted to thank you, and I also wanted to ask you, what the heck did you say with Sargon the last match?
We had fun. We really.
Yeah. Well, so did the audience. They're all telling me to retire, and they want to have you and Sargon.
Nah, you brought us to the promised land. You put this out, you know, so people can enjoy this stream.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've always been an unsung hero for producing events. So, you know.
Well, if you asked me to set any of this up, it wouldn't even get off the ground.
Yeah, right.
I talk for a living. That's it. And I love pool.
Oh God, you know, that was an ambitious shot on this table to really spear that ball in the way he did, and he framed it in the corner. He left Alan Lisak a shot. Do you know this guy, Alan?
I don't. There's actually a lot of players that, I mean, I recognize some of the faces, but like as far as like known game,
yeah,
you know, we've got snooker versus
pool,
pocket billiards.
Yeah. I've been telling these guys about Sargon's snooker history. All right, here comes Alan. I stepped out the first rack of this match, so I haven't really seen Alan execute.
Looks like
Well,
by his body English, he was kind of playing a safety from the get-go.
You think he was playing safe there? Because the shot was makeable, and look, if he'd have made that ball, he might have actually gotten shape.
Well, it looks like he jumped up really quick.
Yeah.
And kind of walked towards his seat. That's why I kind of thought he was playing more.
Okay. All right. Well, Sargon can see an easy kick, but I don't think he can see the whole ball. So, yeah, he kicked it. I really feel like you have to try something a little more creative than that when you're kicking a ball to an open area, you know.
Right.
So, you know, there's an art to kicking.
The kick safe is the holy grail of pool.
Yeah, it can be. You're right. It can be.
One pocket players.
One pocket players. Filipino players.
Players with a Fargo rating above 750.
Okay. Jeff Gregory says, nice job commentating tonight, Matthew. So did Dave Catt and Thorek. So.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm kind of a rookie.
Oh, Logan Irwin even. He was here earlier today playing. He said that was a good match, good commentary. And he's Irish, so that says a lot.
The luck of the Irish.
Yeah, he's I don't know if he has the accent. I don't know if he has the accent. So, So that is very atypical of a snooker player to play a shot like that, you know?
Right.
That's also kind of like a 3-cushion safety escape as well. However, in that scenario, there is a 4-rail escape that I learned from Efren Reyes that is even better.
4 rails?
There is a 4-rail escape, yeah.
Ooh.
A 4-rail safety that's pretty damn good. I learned from Efren Reyes about 6-7 years ago.
Was that about the time when Jesse Gilbert played him for some big money? It was like $1,000 or $1,500.
Did Efren play that shot?
No, I was thinking about that was about the time that he played the big match. Was about 6 or 7 years ago. Well, it's big for his opponent, I think.
Jesse Gilbert?
Yep.
That was 2 years ago.
Was that 2?
Yeah.
Wow. Was I off?
That was the same year I met you, Matthew.
Has it only been 2? I feel like it's been like 4.
Time flies, man.
It's in pool years.
Yeah, pool years,
It's
exactly.
2 times 2.
Time's not flying for you. You're in a minus time warp, I guess.
I've seen a lot of good play on this table. Looks like they're starting to get used to the table speed.
That's happening. Yep, there is that, and you know, as the level of play gets better as the one-loss side starts to thin. You know.
Right. Is this a one-loss match?
This is a
Okay.
one-loss side match. Just trying to take a look right now
Is that 2-0?
at where Sargon lost. Yeah, it is. No, it's 2-1. It's 1-1. Sorry.
Oh, 1-1.
Yeah.
So you think we get back-to-back hill matches?
Actually, this is Sargon's second match, and it's a winner's side match. I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
You think we get a hill again?
It's tough to call.
You're gonna
I
spoil
tell you
the chat
what.
room.
I tell you what. This young man here, Alan, hasn't really shown me much yet. He showed me that safety that you said he played,
Right.
which looked like he was trying to make it.
Right.
But his actions indicated otherwise. So
I think watching some of his other shots, though, he kind of lifts up.
I'm gonna check his rating real quick. But honestly, I don't even know if that has any bearing at this point.
Nice solid break. Pockets 2 balls. Shot on the 1. 3/8's a little unfortunate.
He's not even listed. He's not listed as a.
He's one of those guys that'll walk up and ask you for the wild 6.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put it past half you guys to ask me for the wild 6.
No, I'll ask you for the hand spot.
Robber barons, all of you.
You know what the hand spot is?
I know what the hand spot is. Yeah.
I'll take the hand spot.
I know you will.
And I think I'd still bet against me.
You're just showing me the kind of guy you really are.
I do want to play some pool at some time. I've got a nice bag of cues that don't want to be in a pool hall without being unsheathed.
Oh, really? I want to say hi to all you guys watching. Bob Bulio and our good old friend Space Brother Lawson. Good to see you. BS, Mojo Agogo, Jeff Gregory, Kurt Smith, Dan Olson, Jeff Purvis from Reno. This guy Yanti.
I think I met
Dave Cat.
Danny Olson in Vegas one year.
Oh yeah.
If he's got a Jack Justice case with some red in it, I think it's probably the same guy.
All right, so Sargon's kicking. He played a very good kick. I think the 9's going to provide cover for him.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think the right shot is here?
It's tough because of where the position on the 3 is. Like if you try to jump and pocket the ball, I mean, the best case scenario, you leave yourself the 3/8 combo, which, you know, if you're Jason Shaw, that's cool. But if you're not, you gotta try to find a way to get creative. I'd say probably a 2-rail kick.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to have to kick past the side pocket and play 2 rails. So say like the first diamond, maybe a little bit higher. Second diamond, past the side pocket. Middle diamond there, right there. You see where his cue just was?
Yep.
If he shoots the diamond along the head string, he should be all right. I don't like this.
Oh. He almost fluked the 2.
Well, that was lucky. He was not hoping for the 3 rail.
Well, the 2 rail gives you a lot better chance of hitting it.
It does. It does. Anyway, he's all right.
Yep.
It worked out okay for him.
Here comes the snooker bridge.
Yeah, Sargon's putting some equipment together. So he appears to be putting a bridge head together of some kind. Whether or not he's using it remains to be seen.
I think he might be stretching for it. He's posturing at the table. It would make me think that he's not going to use the bridge.
Yeah, he's leaning over. He's all right. He can play a pretty good safe here, too. He can go behind the 5 or behind the 3. He's going behind the 5. Uh-oh. All right.
And this particular shot here leaves him with a chance for the combo, unless he wants to.
Yeah, a chance.
Well, you roll forward from the 2, you pocket the 2, unless you're going to try to play safe and thin off the 3 and get behind the 6.
I think this young gun here, Alan, knows that there's no future in the 3/8 combo. There's a good chance, good safety play here. Do you know the safety?
Can you bank the 3 between the 6 and the 8.
And stun the cue ball forward behind the 9, behind the 8.
Yeah.
Stun the cue ball forward.
That sounds like an Ernesto shot.
Well, if Allen can play it, it'll be an Allen shot too.
There we go.
Turbo draw. I want to say hi to you too. Mike Ayers, one of our biggest supporters. Great to see you again in our chat room.
How's the food here?
How's the food? It's awesome, man. I mean, you know, chicken pesto, hot links, garlic fries.
Ah, you're speaking my language.
Mm-hmm. And the beer is quite a treat.
I'm more of a spirits guy myself.
Okay. Nice shot there by Sargon.
But I love me some root beer. Henry Weinhardt's.
Okay. I'll be sure to contact them for their next sponsorship.
Get you a banner.
Yeah, get me a banner. I want a Weinhardt's banner, please. All right, so picking my next match. Ernesto. Yeah. Coming up, we've got Steve Shugiyama versus Ernesto Dominguez.
Pops
Live
coming
on
to
the
the
stream
table.
Pops is coming to the table. Everybody get a hold of Oscar. Tell him to take a break behind the bar there at Hard Times Sacramento. Tell him to sweat some action here. Maybe he should just put the match on his flat screen TV right at Hard Times Billiards. Somebody take a picture from Hard Times. Send it to me. I'll put it on the stream.
I saw they redid the logo with some new colors.
Yeah, yeah. Some blue in there. All right, now, so Sargon's gotten pretty straight on the ball, which is what he wanted. He can just roll forward here. Not a lot to do here, especially on this tight table. At this point, all you want to do is just roll your shots in. Always seek the natural angle when you're playing this game on this. You know, this is a 3 7/8 inch pocket. This is one of the tightest pool pocket billiard tables you can ever play on.
Are they all this tight?
No, I think 4 of them are like this, and the rest of the house is a little looser. Okay, so he stunned it out, which is also a good shot. Probably a better shot than I would have called. Okay, coming up, Francis So versus Ed. Oh, wait. Oh, I like that. Bryce Avila versus Jason Williams.
He was telling me that the stun draw was exceptionally difficult on this table. He might have also been talking about if the ball is frozen on the rail too.
Chris Cruz to the tournament desk.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, he's got that snooker stroke though, that's for sure.
Yeah, he said he opened up his stance a little bit. He not quite as square.
Uh-huh. This is a quick sneak peek of the Red Heart cue. Well, no, it's
Is that tulip wood?
No, I think it's Red Heart.
Okay.
It might be tulip wood. That's a different cue.
Oh, and then you're showing off the pictures.
I'm
with
showing
the
off,
points.
yeah, a few Joey Chin custom cues there. We want to thank Joey Chin for stepping up and sponsoring this event, the 7th annual Cole Dickson event. If you want to get acquainted with Joey Chin, I suggest you check him out on Facebook. You can click on the link in the description of this video, or click on the link in the chat room. Send him a friend request real quick. And you know what? Do you send him a friend request or just send him a message? Say, Joey, this is an awesome event. Thanks for sponsoring the Cole Dickson this year. I'm just watching right now, and I wanted to thank you. Keep up the great work. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
He is a pupil of the great Ariel Carmelli.
Yes, he is. He is. He's the great Joey Chin. What can I say?
Those SoCal kids know their wood.
Yeah. Okay. You guys got good wood up here in Northern California too.
We do. Pete Tonkin.
Yeah.
Richard Schutte.
Yep, Shooty, yeah.
Those are some big boy dollars. You go after some of those cues.
Right.
I think Kenny Koo is more Central California, right? I'm not sure his city of origin.
Kenny Koo?
Yep.
Is more central?
Is it?
Is that what you're asking?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know where Kenny Koo's based out of, but I always see him at Fremont, and he's here in San Francisco.
All right. We'll claim him in the
Let's
in the
put
East
him in
Bay,
Gilroy. Why not?
the land of garlic fries.
Kenny Koo, the only cues that smell like garlic.
Make your opponent hungry. So he's well acquainted with this bridge.
Yeah, well, Sargon and the bridge, it's kind of like high
Gonna stop on
percentage.
the 8.
He's a
gonna get
snooker
past it.
player,
There
so
we go.
one of the first things you get fluid at playing snooker is playing with a bridge.
Well, Allison Fisher, she started off as a snooker player.
Yes, she did, and look at the pool player she's become over the years.
She is. If there are pool players out there looking at how should I model my demeanor at the table in competition, she's it for me. I don't think out of the 15, 20 years I've watched her play pool, I don't think I've ever seen her mad. She might shrug her shoulders or something, but you never see her really, get into her own head.
Allison is very solid.
So is he electing to play the combo? Does the 3 go past the 7?
No, I don't think that's an issue.
Okay.
This, however, could be an issue. Did you see that?
I did.
He was honing in on the shot that he took his focus off the cue ball control.
I've been known to do that once or twice.
I'm not even sure what his plan was, because as you can see, the 6 doesn't clear the 9 or the 7.
6-9 combos?
So no. Was he trying to play an off-angle shot like this, a cut shot, so that he could
No.
roll underneath and play the short side of the 6, or what do you think his plan was? Do you think he just mishit that last shot?
I think sometimes you focus so much on making the ball that sometimes you miss the shape, or if you focus too much on the shape, you miss the shot. So if I was to pick one or the other, obviously you want to be you want to still be at the table.
Right.
So sometimes you just got to take your medicine. Just say, I want to pocket this ball, as long as I'm not in my seat.
Put the ball in the hole, huh?
Yep.
I want to apologize. There's been some background music playing.
Has there been? Oh, is it on the stream?
Yeah. You guys are supposed to tell me about that.
Was there some EDC music?
No, there was like some, just some power rock metal track that I found.
See, now you're speaking my language. I'm a
Compliments
metal,
of
I'm a metal
epidemic.
drummer.
Compliments of I'm not even going to tell you where I got that music. But it is license free. How long has that been on, guys? Let me know. Has that been on the whole match? We're in trouble. I may have to book you for private commentary just to redub this whole match.
Where does that ball end up? Oh, wow. He was...
Yeah. LALIC was... I think he was trying to end up playing the 6 to the side, but he's got a bank shot now. This is a bit of a tester.
Bank shot or play safe?
I like the bank.
All right.
You know, you're playing 9-ball, and you've got to go in sometimes. Sometimes you just got to go. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know, the bank, the safety is... it is there.
So this is going one rail. I like the long side. I don't know if I like the short side.
I'm sorry, short side. What do you mean short side?
The rail closest to the cue ball.
That's also the long. That's also the long side.
Oh, that is the long side as well.
So that's the long rail.
Yep.
And this is the short rail. So you called it right. I mean, you called the right shot.
Oh wow.
Hello, Sargon Isaac. Do it again, sir. Do it again.
Isn't that how the pool gods are? You make it great.
Merciless.
You swing at one and you drill it, and then you get completely hooked on your next shot.
That's why they're pool gods, and we are just mere mortals.
Yes. Are you going to BCA this year?
Yeah. There's talk. There's talk about that.
I will be there.
Of me
For the
making
BCA
an appearance,
teams.
just to sign some autographs, take some pictures. You know, just shake some hands.
You got one of those POV glamour
couple
shots?
Big deals I'm working on. You know, it's a couple things brewing. Do I have some what?
Some POV glamour shots.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly it.
Those nice black and white glossed photos where you look all serious. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Aquanet.
My Reggie Watts look.
It's a pretty slick hat you're wearing.
My Joey Chin Q hat.
Yes.
Thank you.
With the camo.
Yeah. I know, I liked it. So.
Is it a one size fits all?
I guess it is. No, it's kind of. I don't know. You're making me play with my stuff now. Yeah, it is one size. I forgot what he called it.
It's like a flex fit.
Yeah, flex fit. Exactly.
Those are popular amongst the golf world.
Yeah, I have a flex fit hat, bro. Go to Joey Chin's Facebook page and ask him for a flex fit hat. Tell him POVPOOL sent you.
That was tough position right there.
And then just tell him, nah, I don't really want a hat. I just wanted to say flex fit. I think.
What do you do here?
I mean, just make the ball. Just make the ball.
Where?
In the corner, man.
That cuts in the corner?
It cuts in the corner all day.
See,
he's right-handed. That's the only problem he has right now.
Now the Wild 6 just turned into the Wild 5.
No. This goes in all day.
So is that 2-2 or 3-1?
Looks like 2-2, man. It's 2-2. Bit of a scrappy match, I'll have to say. I know that Sargon's playing pretty formulaic, you know?
Yep.
Playing
Very
the right
calculated.
shots, but execution is tough.
Table's tough.
It is.
you play the same match on my table, it looked like the stars have aligned because they're 4.5-inch pockets.
Did you really get those pockets that big?
So they were 4 1/4, but the shims were double stacked and they were starting to slip.
Oh,
So
okay. I think I remember when you bought the table and you wanted the tight pockets, right?
I did, but the problem was is I didn't want the pocket shims to start separating.
Okay.
And so, you know, when Glenn came by, he said, you know what, I can redo the pockets and I'll restore them back to factory. Because
Yeah.
I'm the only person in my house that really plays pool. My girlfriend's starting to get into it. She's kind of caught the bug.
Okay.
You know, so I start seeing her hitting balls and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's nice that other people can enjoy it. It's not just a strictly pool players.
Oh, my God. No kidding. I mean, everybody can enjoy pool. Look at, I think Frank Almanza's wife, she's a 3 in the APA, and she just, every year, she can't wait to play every season, you know?
Yeah. I was watching a pool video one time, and it was about the mental side of pool. And the person that was doing the video, it was like a no-name. I wasn't quite sure who it was, but he said, you know, sometimes you just got to enjoy watching the balls roll.
Mm-hmm.
You know, enjoy what you're doing, because if it starts getting, you know, really labor intensive, you start losing the joy that, you know, is the game. It starts to become like work.
Yeah, and then you focus less on the game and more on the drama.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you're going to be a loser in the game. You just won't get out of it what you're putting into it.
How about that safety?
That's a good safety. Good speed. Two to two.
I didn't even check my raffle tickets. I was too busy talking.
The names are on all of them. So
Oh, nice.
I would have called you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Of course, it'd be kind of weird if
The
guy
grand prize is
commentating.
being given out tomorrow. Don't worry.
All right. Hopefully,
all
when
good.
I'm making a sale, I'll win a cue.
Hey, man. No matter what, thanks for supporting and thanks for showing up.
For sure.
Always a pleasure to have you around. Although, honestly, I think I've only really been around you about 4 times in my life.
Seems like it's an extended time though.
Yeah. Well, you know.
But you are the reason why I'm here. You said, "Don't worry about the traffic. Come on down." I got here in 1 hour and 28 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Or is that good
No, 65 miles away.
for Bay Area? Are you that far?
Yeah, I mean,
Man, I would have told you to stay home, bro. Come on.
it's all right.
Wow.
I thought I might have gotten a little overzealous thinking I might get on a table today. Who knows? If you stay here long enough.
Dun, dun, dun.
Meanwhile, on the pool table,
Natural angle here to just play for the 3 in the side. He went 2 rails. The only danger in that is this right here.
cue ball travels a little too far.
Yeah, yeah. He's playing the snooker stroke, which is it's also snooker speed. When you play on felt, you can play that kind of stroke, you know?
Right.
That compact stroke, which is very difficult to control speed when you play that compact stroke. Quite often when you have that compact stroke, your speed is the most difficult thing to control.
I agree with that.
Space Brother's been reading books lately, and that's a little scary.
First you get ideas and thinking.
Yeah. I tell you what, that was a hell of a shot. Alan shows a little bit of talent.
It's going to the air. Out comes the jump break cue.
Is that what's happening?
I thought so.
Is he going airborne?
I think so. That looks like a McDermott stinger.
Yeah, Hold on. I have to watch a hit. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm gonna check and make sure on this jump shot that the hit is good. Looks like we change back to the playing cue.
Chris Atkins, shot number 1, table number 13, table score sheet,
We definitely tried.
My job is done. I could go home now.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Commentating, referee, promotions.
No, that's Geraldine. Geraldine does great promotions.
The power team. Think he's going to go for a 3 foul here? Or just use it for separation so that way the 3's not locked up?
Looks like he's trying to play safety.
I was just trying to think of like a strategy where you can get the 3 out, but then try to foul again, or try to put him in a situation where he could foul a 3rd time.
He could play like this 2-3 rails around to the 8 ball, you know, but.
Oh, looks like he's run out.
Well, yeah, the run out's there, but you know, so this happened earlier today where I think Miguel Morfin tried to play like a second foul when he had an open. No, it was Tommy Soria where he tried to play a second foul where he had an open shot to run the table, and he tried to play the second foul, and I'm like, why is he doing that? Like, you know, you're playing in a tournament that you know is going to be a long tournament. You know you've got to start playing well. You got an opportunity to run out with ball in hand, and yet you're going to play another safety. Like, it just didn't make sense to me, you know?
Yep.
Not to be overcritical, but that's just sometimes we have to think a little bit more when we get into competition.
Oh, where's this ball headed? Ooh, that's tough.
Bad things.
You see, even on that side pocket, it barely went in. It hit both points and then kind of just dropped. It almost hung up.
Well, Sargon's got to be happy about this. You know, he gave up ball in hand.
Now he's trying to figure out where exactly to leave the cue, even though it's a simple 3-ball run. It's
Yeah, I mean, somebody watching now could argue that maybe it would have been a better idea for him to play the second safety.
right.
I disagree, though. I mean, if you're going to play 9-ball, play 9-ball, run out. You want to get better? Run out. Learn how to do it.
But doesn't that 3 foul just feel so good?
No.
No?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Running out feels better.
It does.
Believe me.
Break and runs are even better than that.
Yeah. 3 fouling against the right person?
That was a nice draw stroke.
That's a different feeling. Yeah. Hold on.
Now he's sizing up the 9-ball. And there it is. last name Isaac. Okay, I'm good. I was like, I'm pretty sure I said that right. Just making sure. I was just making sure I had the score right. I think I hit the proper buttons.
All right. Sorry about that. What'd I miss? Everything okay?
Everything went swimmingly.
All right.
He finished the run out on the mistake.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing the one ball kind of flop around while he's trying to rack. I think that's probably the one thing that could probably help most pool players. Being a student of the rack, being able to make sure everything is making sure it's all tight. Do you know how sometimes you go to rack them and it just they won't sit?
Or not so tight.
Well, the wing balls can be loose, but not the head ball. You don't want to kill someone.
There's things and stuff you can do.
Get a template.
There's secrets. You know, I kind of like, you know, when you get a tournament like this, I like the house rack. I like the house rack.
Well, there's no, especially if it's a race to 6, you know, you can pretty much guarantee a ball's going in.
Yeah. Well, the thing is you're not going to get top pros. You know, we got what? We've got 2 pros to 3 pros playing in this tournament.
Right.
But the pros, you know, we'll be using a house rack, and the pros will still come up and like, hey, man, let's look at this rack. Let's look at this rack. But seriously, it's a house rack.
Wow. It's a tough scratch. So now you've got 2 balls down in the break. But the 2 and the 1 are both in tricky spots.
Related, Ed Sinchild, table number 2, pick up the flow sheet at the tournament board.
Just play a stop shot and cut the 2 up?
I think he's stunning.
Okay.
Or is he falling, just going forward? Because I think the 2 caroms in the side off the 5. It looks like he's stunning, though. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, it's hard to follow through here because you could double hit the cue ball.
He played for a bank shot. That's very interesting.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking
That's like
about
old
doing.
school. That's old school 9-ball right there. I want to know where this guy's from. I want to know who he is. I need his whole dossier right now.
We'll get right on it.
Yeah, call security, please. I need security here. His style of play is suspect.
We can't use the word unique.
Sargon's playing rail first.
Yep.
He hits it thin. He's going to leave this open.
You think he plays for the bank again, or are you going to play the 2 off the 5? I like your 2 off the 5, but I'm just curious if he's going to try to get a bank again.
The 2 off the 5 is no gimme because you have to hit it specifically. You know, it's not like an easy shot.
Right.
And actually, I don't like the angle he has to play that shot. I like crossing the 2 actually more than I like playing the 2 off the 5.
You got a bigger pocket if you're crossing the 2. But I think
This
he's
is
going
missable.
off the 5.
It's missable. Okay, it goes in.
And he says it's a gimme.
Yeah. Rushki Russell says, I just completely butchered your name. He says, I hope the Philippines win the World Cup of pool. They're my favorites. Carlo Beato and Jeff DeLuna are my favorites to win the World Cup of pool. They were my favorites from day 1.
It's good to have a favorite team. My team lost.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you can root for your own country or the country that you think's gonna win. You know.
Does Shane count as a country?
Well, Shane did play with.
Skylar, right?
Yeah.
I root
Just
for
like
Shane
they
in
did last
everything.
year. And actually, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. When they're playing, I root for them.
Right. Looks like we're starting to see a little bit more confidence pocketing balls.
Yeah. I mean, Chris has a slightly awkward game, but I can see that it has a good foundation. You know what I'm saying?
I hope and pray you never commentate on any of my matches.
Why not? I mean, they're only it's only meant to help you.
Well, no,
as a person.
I think. Well, I've never actually played on a stream table. I'd like to at some point in the future. I just got to play in more tournaments.
Yeah, we all need that. If you want to get better at the game, you have to play tournaments. You have to play $5 games with your friends, $2 games, whatever it is that gets you on the table, and competing and really feeling like you're competing.
Right.
You know, just going out and hitting balls and banging balls is not.
That's how 9-ball
it's not going
got.
to help you improve so much as the competition will. Competition is really what is going to make you learn. You're going to remember everything you do when you're in competition.
Well, isn't that the famous line from Color of Money? 9-ball is for bangers, because a lot of people try to. They don't play a real calculated game. You know, but this is going back like 30 plus years.
Shoot, that's a line in a movie. You know, I mean, Color of Money was a great film, but I don't think you can encapsulate the game of 9-ball in just that by saying that. I don't think so. It's not a game for bangers.
I think for the context was he was trying to show how easy the runouts can be. You know, if you're breaking well and you know. But the game has drastically changed. I mean, we had to add another ball to the rack and take away the luck factor in 10-ball. And then in 9-ball, we had to go to the alternate breaks because guys were, you know, running sets.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, before that, there was just rollout 9-ball, and then they came up with Texas Express. I don't know if you were around for that.
Yep.
And all the old school players got pissed about it because it's not real pool. That's their opinion, right? You know, roll out 9-ball is the best way to push out 9-ball. You know,
right?
Where you get to have more choices. No hit from Sargon. BS. Don't get me wrong. The Hustler was a great film. I was talking about The Color of Money, though.
That's a good movie too.
Color of Money. Oh, by the way, guess who I got to go to lunch with the other day?
Scorsese?
Piper Laurie.
Really?
Yeah. I got to go to lunch with Piper Laurie. Yeah, I had lunch with Piper Laurie.
That's crazy.
I'm still blown away.
That's awesome.
You know who she is, right?
Yes. Oh, look at this. See, and there's another miss where he's left fortunate. I don't know if the one's frozen, but...
Oh, I'm not sure. There's a one-pocket shot here, but I don't know if it's doable.
That looks tough.
Did you need anything? You need something? You need something? How you doing, brother? Jay Mullenbayan waiting to play his next match.
Who's he playing?
I don't know.
How
are you holding up? How are you feeling about this? This is a late tournament, man. Oh, okay. His mom's looking for him. He's supposed to take the garbage out, so
the street lights are on.
He might have to forfeit. Yeah. Piper Laurie is one of the most amazing women. She played opposite Paul Newman in The Hustler. And at the time, she had no idea that it was that serious of a film. And she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in that film, which received 7 Oscars out of 9 nominations.
Yes. See,
if I'm not mistaken, but
for that movie, I feel like it's a better cinematic film than it is a pool movie. Like, because of all the surrounding story around it.
Surrounding story, yeah. Funny thing is, she's asked a lot about, like, what was it like to work with Jackie Gleason? Right? She never met him. She never met him on the set.
Wow.
No, because she was never in a scene with him.
Right. I never thought about that. She was never around. She was never around the big match.
No, she was the only pool table she was near was not even a pool table.
Yeah, it was the carom table,
right? The carom table. Yeah. Just before the scene where she gets murdered there by George C. Scott.
Hopefully everyone's seen it and we didn't ruin it for him.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Well, if you're in a pool chat room, you've seen that movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was only made in 1961. Hello.
That was like -22.
Yeah, no kidding. Coming up next, Jason Williams and Bryce Avila.
Going to be a fun match.
Yeah.
Jason let me in on a little insight about how that match went. He told me that he's like, old Jason would have given up. He said, new Jason's going to win this one. It was fun to hear him say that.
Mark said that?
No, Jason did.
Oh, okay. That's. I don't even know if Jason knows who the new Jason is. Jason. Ever since I've known Jason, he's always been the new Jason.
Right.
That's what I love about Jason.
Well, I've known Jason since
nice shot.
Probably
there,
like
Sargon.
2005, 2006.
Yeah.
It was back when I came back from Southern California.
Okay, that's longer than I've known him.
He used to beat me up at the Vinny's tournaments.
Yeah. In Concord?
Yes,
Concord.
when it's a race to 2.
Yeah. I think they're still race to 2.
I've won a few of those tournaments over there, but it's kind of like bragging about 10-pitch kickball. There's not a ton of players over there.
Yeah, right.
At least not for that tournament.
Yeah, that's right, Calavine. You're right. She didn't get killed. She killed herself.
Yes.
In the Hustler. And how many times? Seen it probably 15, 20 times, and still.
That's it.
I don't. Whatever.
I've worn out my copies.
Yeah. Why, you're still watching them on VHS?
DVD, when you get them out of like the Rasputin Records or Amoeba or some of the secondhand stores.
Dude, it's like $3.99 on Amazon. Get the Hustler today. Yeah, that's when BTS Brown was legal. BTS Brown was a bourbon.
Looks like Chris is
kind of like Wild Turkey.
Chris is starting his match.
Chris Robinson versus.
Not sure if it's a gentleman in the Misfits shirt.
Bryce Avila. No, wait. Who's he playing?
Unless he's practicing. I don't know. I see he's
got
it
looks like Bryce's shirt. Who's he playing with? Chris Robinson. I don't want to look. He's playing. Chris Robinson's playing Joe Mello right now.
Is that a good match?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Trying to keep it drama-free with the rack.
Drama-free.
It's always those big marquee matches and big players that someone's always barking to someone about a gap here. Is it too high on the spot? Is it pattern racked?
Where's this?
Oh, just any time that there's those big tournaments where like big marquee guys are going up against each other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You mean like West Coast swing?
Oh, yeah, that. Why aren't they doing the multiple events this year? I guess they're just doing the big one pocket, but they're not doing any of the
big
rotation.
one? No, we're not doing a big one pocket.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay.
Complications, man. You know, I mean, you know, it's not easy to put the country's most beloved swing of events together every single year for you guys, raising $55,000.
We just raise the entry fee. Make it $1,000.
Yeah.
You want to play big pool? Come play big money.
No, we just there were some issues with timing. There were some issues with, you know, we like to do the West Coast swing with 3 venues, but that wasn't all it was. I mean, actually, Chris Swart was working with me to put on a big one pocket event to take place right after this event.
Okay.
He told me he didn't want to use July 4th as the weekend, so we changed things up. We said, okay, let's go like July 10, 11, right?
Okay.
Well, then we found out about the Midwest Billiards Expo, which is July 10 through 14.
Got it.
So the one pocket event didn't happen, but you know, we were already sort of opting out of the West Coast swing even before that.
Right.
You know? And it has, I'll just dispel any rumors. It has nothing to do with the sponsors.
Oh, golden break.
Nothing to do with our relationship with the venues.
Right.
And unfortunately, I think that 9-ball does not count.
Oh, yeah. I just saw that happen on this table over here.
Yeah.
Had to spot it up.
Yeah, 9-ball gets spotted up. So we're all good with our sponsors and we're all good with the venues. We just need to tighten up a little bit. We're going to have a West Coast swing in 2020.
Oh, good. So I'm going to have a gap. I'm going to have a 2017, 2018 shirt, no 2019.
There you go. Okay.
And then it's all right.
I guess. Yeah, you can order the Cole Dickson 2019 shirt.
Ooh.
Jam Up Apparel.
Isn't that a sublimated T-shirt?
It's sublimated, yes.
Aha.
Yes. It means it's similar to Flex Fit.
It's super fancy.
Yeah, super fancy.
It breathes well. You can play
I feel like
golf
marketing is just full of new technical buzzwords nowadays.
like carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber, yeah, like RTX.
Or low deflection. No,
Like
that's old technology.
Zen 2.
Zen 2 Max.
Yeah, Zen 2.
Zen 2 Pro.
I'm talking about computers now, so.
Ah.
No, snooker, that's every March. We already did run out Ryan and the Snowball. That was in March. That was the Andy Mercer. That's been and gone. You're going to wait for 2020 for that one, too.
I just loved seeing all those world-class players up in Fremont. That was really cool. I mean, anybody who was anybody was playing that.
Yeah, well, we'll have him back. Swing and a miss here from Allen.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a fortunate leave. Can he cut the 3?
Yeah, I think he can.
He can?
Yeah, I think he can.
Okay. Looking at all these fancy angles.
You're a trooper, Matthew. You know, you don't even have to sit here with us. That's why I make you stand. But anyway.
That's okay. I don't get any leg cramps.
You got your salt supplements on?
Yes.
You're taking your potassium?
I hate
Can I
bananas.
get you anything? Do you want anything?
I'm probably going to get some food here soon, but
Okay.
I'm probably going to need some more Coca-Cola.
All
I
right.
realize I probably shouldn't say I need more Coke. That's probably not good for the stream.
Yeah. Maybe a bottle of water.
So in 2030, is everyone playing with carbon fiber?
Possibly.
Does it go the way of the golf club, where wood is
It depends.
no longer?
That depends entirely on the future of nanotechnology, my friend.
I'm waiting for like steel fiber.
It depends on the progress of my friend Bob Rice in Orange County.
Is he the is he the Q-Tech guy?
No.
Oh,
Tom Butler.
Tomorrow before the final match. Yeah. Your phone number's on it, right? Thanks, Louise. You too. Have fun. Yeah. We'll call you when you win. Lovely lady. She bought a couple of raffle tickets to support the tournament.
I bought a couple.
And she wants to know when to pick up her winning cue.
Aha. Now, is it a winning cue or a winning cue? Because I'll take a winning cue all day long.
Hey, they're all winning cues, man. If you win a cue on POVPOOL, you've won.
Yes. That is a heartbreaker.
You think so?
Yeah. 5-3 as opposed to 4-4.
How many times can you suffer your heart breaking?
Isn't that like a lifelong thing with this game?
It sure is. It sure is. But you know, it just kind of chips away at the soul, doesn't it?
It does.
It's
And then
more
your
like
skin gets
more
thicker.
like a soul taker than a heartbreaker, right?
Right. He has a very good pause.
Yeah, he does that. That's a very common attribute for snooker players to have that sort of backhand pause.
Do you know what the
Ronnie O'Sullivan is he's a guru on that.
right?
What were you gonna ask me?
Does it say? Do you know what the average pro backswing pause is? Or not? It's not this pause. It's the full timing of the stroke from back to cue delivery.
Do you have that answer, or am I just?
I do have the answer.
Okay, I'm just gonna say half the timing of your backstroke. So if you let's just say for example, if your backstroke is half a second long, you want to pause for a quarter of a second.
Yep.
Am I right?
So pros full cue delivery from back to forward is 1.6 seconds. The average amateur is half of that. It's like 0.8. It's like back and go.
Are you talking about pool or snooker?
Pool.
What are you referring to?
Pool.
1.6 seconds. Okay, that sounds about right. Okay.
And if you watch guys that have not the exaggerated pause, but just a pause in general, it's like 1.4, 1.6. Some of them you go as far as 1.8, but that was the biggest thing that the pros were saying is that amateurs, they're delivering the cue too quickly. They're throwing you were talking about half the speed. The problem is the acceleration. You know, you slow back and then you fast forward.
Right.
Whereas the pros are the exact opposite. They might even go a little bit faster back, but they're even slower to deliver the cue. Of course, if you think about
that, I kind of don't agree with, because I have noticed that there's a variance in accuracy when you backstroke too quickly.
Yep.
Because there's also that practice stroke, which is forward. There's some forward stroking going on.
Yep.
If those don't match each other, then you're not going to have a good stroke. So.
Right.
So what you're telling me then is that pause is about 0.4 to 0.6 seconds.
Yep.
Varying on the player.
Yes.
Interesting.
And I think I developed a bad habit by watching Shane do it, where I would exaggerate the same thing, but then realizing I'm not as accurate coming through as he is at holding that pause and coming back.
I'm sure like Charles Lakey or Phil Capel or some of these guys, they'd have some thoughts on that.
Yep. So what's the score?
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Sargon, I think, is on the hill, isn't he?
Shall we ask the chat room?
No, he's on the hill. It's 5-3. He's on the hill.
That's a great break. God, he made that 9 again.
Didn't he?
But it doesn't count. See, on a break like Jason, you're not going to see that 9 ball go in those pockets. You're going to see that thing go in one of the other 4 pockets because of the amount of action.
Actually, there's an issue with that. The 9 tracking to the corner. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
The 9 tracking to the corner often indicates that your back ball is loose.
I always thought it was an indicator that the wing ball was loose, depending on which direction it goes. But it didn't go in the same pocket. It went to a separate pocket. So you're saying that the back ball of the diamond releases just a little bit?
Yeah, let's ask the chat room because now I'm forgetting. But we will get the story confirmed. It's the front ball that's loose. That's what Geraldine is saying.
And then that is the answer.
Yeah, that has to be.
The buck stops there.
Yeah. Speaking of buck, come on down to Family and buy a raffle ticket. We haven't sold enough raffle tickets.
How many need to sell?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. You don't know a
We need to
target.
sell more.
You can't hit a target if you don't know the number.
I know the number.
Oh, you know the number.
Yeah. I know we ain't hit that number.
And you'll do satellite tickets? Well, the chat room can.
No, that's not legal.
Okay.
I can't do that.
All right.
That's just
I was just trying to
ridiculous.
find ways to hit our quota.
No, I don't. I run a clean show here. We don't do that stuff. We don't get our PayPal accounts banned like some other people out there do.
That's a
Have
great.
to issue
Oh,
apologies
it leaked
later.
out. This is no walk in the park.
Why not? We're playing pool, man. It's the best game in the world.
It is the best game.
I'd be walking. I feel like this is like a walk in the park to me every day,
If
no matter
you're-
how hard it is.
If you're playing this match for 10,000, you're on the hill. What are you doing here? Are you playing the combo?
We're playing the right shot.
What do you call Table 11.
Ooh, look at that.
Tournament, right?
He's gonna have to let the cue ball go this time, though.
He's
1, 2, 3, 4 rails.
yeah, 4 rails to the short side of the 3 ball to a combo. That's terrible. You don't want to. You don't even want to try to make this ball actually,
Okay.
unless you're playing to play safety next shot. But basically, your plan is to play safety next shot or to play safety now. I don't like this. There's even a 3-rail scratch here in the corner. See, that's good. That's good. See, that's much better. Even though he didn't cover it.
Yeah, he didn't leave him an easy shot.
Sargon, I think, just won the safety battle.
I think so.
I think it goes.
Can you get the cue ball
to spin
underneath
off
the 3?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
It's risky when you start putting that extra spin on it with the tight pockets.
I think you might flick it. If you flick it, though, where does the cue ball go? The cue ball goes back up table toward the 7. You see, he flicked it. Table went back up. The ball went back up table to the 7.
And a fortunate leave.
He does have a lead. This is a tough shot. I mean, this table's just brutal, you know. There's no, like, you look at a shot like this, most tables, you'd be like, oh, this is like, you know, you become
Barrel,
you
gun.
become a rhythm player, right? But right here, you know, you're feeling awkward, you know. And don't get me wrong, folks, the rest of the room is like buckets. There are 4-inch pockets, 4.5-inch pockets here. These pockets are 3 7/8.
See, when it comes to pockets this small, the challenge for me is does it take away from like the 9-ball game because you have so little pocket to play with? Like if you're cheating pockets and trying to get shape and seeing the runouts. I mean, obviously you don't want them too big, but at some point does it become too small, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.5.
So let me talk about you as a pool player. Like
Yep.
your Fargo is probably like what, 525, 560.
It's right in the middle. It's like 530. Well, it's like
Okay.
535.
All right. For you,
Yeah.
you have 4 1/4s at home.
4.5.
You have 4 1/2s at home.
4.5 pro cuts on
Those
the blue.
pockets are great for you, and I'll tell you why. They're
Okay.
confidence boosters.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You need that. You need a confidence booster.
Right.
When you know you can make the ball, that allows you to focus on more important things like pattern play
Yep.
and position and table speed and all that,
I agree.
right? So, and then if you're missing those shots on a 4 1/4, then you're really doing something wrong. And you're telling yourself, okay, I have to correct this, right?
Right.
So when you go from that table and then you go and play on this table, trust me, it's going to be torture, right?
Right.
But you know the patterns.
Right.
If you're humble enough and you're smart enough to say to yourself, oh my God, these pockets are too tight,
Right.
you're still going to have that strength of pattern play. You're still going to be able to have that. And so then you get to focus on things like safety. So I think there's a good order for you
Right.
when you have 4 1/4 pockets.
Right.
When do pockets become too tight?
Snooker.
No,
When they're rounded?
No.
Well, actually, the balls are smaller too.
They become too tight when you're trying to play straight pool on this table.
Right.
Or they become too tight. Arguably they're too tight for this game. Arguably.
Like one pocket. This is perfect. That's what you want, right? You want the torture pockets.
Look, if I was having like a handicapped Mez tournament on this table, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually,
Isn't Hard Times TV table tight? Isn't it around the same?
no, theirs are 4-inch, but
Okay.
I think Ernesto cuts them a little more parallel.
Okay.
What's my Fargo rate? My Fargo rate's a 625, if I'm not mistaken.
625. How many
Yeah.
games played?
It's not good. It's
I was just saying, is it north of 100?
30. Do we have? I'm a 627. 627. Oh, my robustness is 37 games.
Wow.
Is that matches? or
You're
games?
100 point. That means you're twice the player I am.
No.
That's how that
it
works.
means I haven't played enough matches.
Well, no, I've got 40.
My robustness is 37.
You can check mine. I want
Yeah.
to say it's like 535.
Yeah, dude, the Fargo really, it doesn't count until you've had at least 200 matches.
Yep. And the hardest part about the Fargo rating is that the only time that I actually get matches that count towards that is Vegas. That's an annual tournament where I play on average probably 10 to 12 games. I'd need to play for 20 years to get to there.
Table 16, pick up your score sheet, return on the table.
Yeah, but you still get seeded to certain divisions.
Right.
Neil,
That's the sad thing. You have a robustness of 37.
table 5, pick up your score sheet, return on the table.
Your preliminary rating is 500. You don't even have a rating, dude. Matthew Moorhead, California, United States, 500.
Spell my name with 2 T's,
2
and an
T's.
E after the R, and you'll get my other rating. My
Alan Lisak is defeated here on the winner's side, so that'll take him to the 1 loss. Alan's going to be playing again tonight. I don't know about Sargon, though. I think
they-
he's.
where are they playing down
he'll
to?
play again tonight.
Are they playing
too.
down to 16 on the winner's
Dude,
side?
We're playing down to oblivion, man. I'm like tired, and I don't know.
I'll be here.
I don't know how many.
We'll get
players
this
are-
done.
No, Remember you were here till like 6 in the morning with me
I can do that.
at California Billiards? No, we're not going that late though. We're going to end up leaving anyway. All right, thanks a lot. We kind of like let our mouths flap there, but that's my fault. Thanks to Matthew Moorhead. He's going to get a little something to eat. I'm gonna
Yes,
take a little
dinner
break.
time.
We got another match coming up shortly. Let's get these players get their score sheets in so that we can get the next match going. Thanks to JB Cases, Simonis Cloth, Family Billiards, Gem Up Apparel, and West State Billiards. We'll be right back. Thanks a lot, everybody. We love you. Keep loving pool. Never miss a shot.
Yeah, I mean, as far as case making goes, we do want to be the best case maker that we can be, and hopefully that translates, into the best cases that are available for people. I can't bring myself to deliberately make something bad. Like, I can't. What I mean by that is that I can't sacrifice quality on purpose. I've always been that way. It's really hard for me to make a decision to build something that I know will break in a certain amount of time. I want to make it where it never breaks. Obviously, we have cases that break, we have things that happen, and this goes back to our continuous improvement, right? But by seeing what breaks and then figuring out how to solve that where it's even more durable, we hope that eventually, we make a case that can pretty much hold up to anything and stand the test of time.
Let JB Cases build you a true custom case with a lifetime warranty. To get the protection your cue deserves and to design your desire, visit jbcases.com.
Yeah, I mean, as far as case making goes, we do want to be the best case maker that we can be, and hopefully that translates.